Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Derek Collins with the Diversion Center, here to talk to you about developing a plan. Yes, I need you guys to develop a plan of action to take your life or business to the next level. And the reason why I'm saying that is there's a lot of people working hard. And I tell people, if you're working hard and you're not rich, it's time to start doing something different. If you've been working hard for a long time and you're not rich, it's time to start doing something different. And one of the things that I notice with a lot of people is that they don't have a plan. And a lot of people are just winging it. And one of the things that led to my not sex, but success is that I developed a plan. So I want you to do something. I want you to write your things down, write your plan of action down. Write down the things that you need to do right now and figure it out, because it is so important for you to develop a plan, because you need to know what steps you need to make to get to the next level. And you need to allow the anticipation to energize you, because sometimes you're going to get tired, you're going to get frustrated, you're not going to be motivated. And when you look at your plan every single day and you anticipate the end result, that's when you get energized or motivated to make things happen. I remember when I was in college, my senior year in college, and I told myself I was going to have the best senior year possible. So that whole summer, I worked and I stacked my money. I saved up all summer. I worked in a restaurant. I was a waiter, and I was working at Gladys Knight's Chicken and Waffles, and I stacked and stacked my money every single day. Also, I got into the best shape of my life. I went to the gym. If I didn't go twice a day, I did at least 2 hours at the gym, cardio and weights. I did 1 hour of weights and 1 hour of cardio. I was in the best shape of my life. In addition to that, I had money stacked. I had money saved away so I can go on the senior trip. I had money saved away so I can buy nice clothes, so I can look the best I can look during senior year, and do all the activities that was available to me. That's what I did. I made sure I was fresh every single day that senior year, and it paid off in many ways. So I'm letting you guys know that anticipation. I was working out at the gym and I was saving that money, knowing that I was going to look the best I could look. I was going to take a whole bunch of pictures, and I'm going to have great memories when I look back at this stuff. And I still have the pictures to this day of my senior year at Clark Atlanta University, and I had a fabulous time that year. But I planned it all out the year before. I planned everything out. Okay, I just had a plan. I just knew. I said, hey, I'm only going to get this opportunity once, and I'm going to make the most out of my senior year. And I did everything. I did all the events I wanted to do. I took a lot of pictures. I gave a lot of pictures to the yearbook committee. They posted all that stuff in the yearbook. I went to all the concerts. I did everything. I have the best senior year a person can possibly have in college. So that's because I planned it out. I planned it out. So I want you guys to plan it out. So you want to write things down. And one of people asked me, they say, hey, Derek, how'd you get all your degrees and certifications or books done so fast? Well, one of the things I did is I put 100% effort into one thing. Okay. I wasn't scatterbrained. I wasn't working on a whole bunch of stuff at one time. I was severely focused. So what do I mean by that? I got my anger management certification, and that's all I worked on. That's all I worked on. Then I got that done. Then I said, all right, let me go work on another certification, like domestic violence. I got that certification next. But I wasn't working on anything else. Some people, they're working on this thing, that thing, and this thing over here. I had 100% focus on one thing. And that's what I want you guys to consider. And if you do that, you'll get things done severely fast. But if you're putting 10% effort over here, 20% effort over here, 30% effort over here, you're not getting stuff done. If you put 100% effort into one thing, it gets done severely fast. That's what I did. So I want you guys to consider that, because a lot of us get scatterbrained or we lose focus, and you'll be on Instagram, be on Facebook, you'll be on YouTube, and not have any focus, and you forget what you're supposed to do. Also, you need to know how to dial in. Okay, create a schedule for yourself. Okay, make sure that you know what, at this time I'm going to do this every single day, no matter what. So at 7 o'clock at night, no matter what, I'm studying this. No matter what. Or at 8 o'clock, no matter what, I'm on the treadmill. This is what I'm doing, no matter what. And I follow the schedule. So many people are just winging it. And I need you to get a schedule to figure out, okay, these are the things I need to do, and this is how I'm going to do it. Because remember, this is what we did in high school. This is what we did in junior high. This is what we did in elementary school. We had a schedule. But when we became adults, we stopped following a schedule. We just started winging everything and then wonder why we're not excelling. Those that have schedules, have plans, have a game plan to take their lives to the next level, take their lives to the next level. Paying off debt. I'm going to pay this amount every month. This is what I'm going to pay off. Okay? Be consistent, follow your plan, write things down, okay? Perfect example, Muscle Magazine, okay? Muscle Magazine is a great example because you know what? You may not have your own plan. You may not know what to do. So there's plans made for you in like Muscle Magazine. What do I mean by that? You go and you look at Muscle Magazine and they have these little workouts that people that are winning in the workout business, they put their workouts in the magazine. And all you have to do is copy their workouts to get the same results. You have to copy their workouts. You may have to eat the same things that they're eating, follow the same diet. But hey, don't reinvent the wheel. Just do what they're doing. They have the blueprint. And I want you to do that. If your goal is to get in shape, follow someone's workout plan that's already in shape. If you want to get your body in the right condition, follow their eating plan, follow their meal plan. Do what they're doing, okay? You want to get a plan from someone that's already winning at the game, okay? So if you're going to be rich, follow a rich man's plan. If you want your business to be successful, follow a successful business plan. Hey, get a coach. Get someone that you can follow. That's why it's very important to get coaching and not trying to do things on your own, because a coach can show you, hey, do this, do that. And also, you're going to follow a coach that has more than you. Okay? You're going to follow a coach that knows what they're doing and has been doing it for a while and they have success. Don't follow anybody that's not winning in the game. Too many people are following people that are not winning. Okay? You want to follow people that are winning. Okay? Very important, because now it's not time to reinvent the wheel, because copycats are winning. Yes, copycats. I remember when I was in high school, a friend of mine, he used to use all the jokes that I used to use to pick up women. He used to use all the jokes. He used to copy everything. Man, I'm like, dude, if you don't stop copying me. But he would literally copy verbatim the stuff I used to do to get girls. And it used to work. I mean, it worked for me, so why wouldn't it work for him? He used to do it, and it used to piss me off. It used to annoy me. I'm like, man, this dude. I never told him nothing. I just let him do it. I was like, man, this guy, he's literally copying everything that I do. And, but it worked. So I have competitors that literally copy everything they do. They go on my website, they try to figure me out, and I'm like, these guys are literally copying everything that I do. Copycats are winning. If you find the right business model, if you find a game plan that from someone that's winning, you can just copy it and have the same success potentially if you do it right, if you know what you're doing. Now, you may not know all the ins and outs of it, but you can have some success, a level of success. And that's what people are doing. They're literally just copying other people's stuff. And success leaves clues. I know you probably heard that before, but I'm just letting you guys know and people just copying their butts off, Copy, copy, copy. So that is a cheat code. Or if you don't know what someone else is doing in detail, get the coach, man. Hire somebody to tell you what they're doing. You know, I don't mind telling people what I'm doing as long as they pay me for it. I'm just being real because I'm like, man, you know, I'm not giving this game for free because it took me so long to learn this stuff. And I failed so many times, man. And that's another thing. You can't be afraid of failing. I fail more than I win. Believe it or not, I fail more than I win. And I lost a ton of money trying stuff out. Lost sleep. Lost lost hair. I mean, I'm being for real. Gained weight. Trying to sacrifice and figure things out. And one of the things that unfortunately I didn't know anyone in this space, and that can help me out. And the people I was reaching out to, they didn't want to give me the information because they don't want competition. They don't want competition. So they're like, I ain't telling you jack. You know, I try to email people and all this stuff. They weren't telling me nothing. So I had to figure everything out on my own. And I had to go through a whole bunch of stuff. So, you know, unfortunately, that's the game. You're going to have to pay. You have to pay to play. Because, but that is the cheat code, getting a coach, all right? That's been there, done that, know exactly what you're about to do, know what works, what doesn't work. So get a coach and pay to get to your results faster, okay? What else? Oh, yeah. Don't be arrogant. Oh, my God. So many people are just arrogant. You're too arrogant to be rich. Some people are just too arrogant to be rich. You know, they don't want to listen to good advice. I have literally told people exactly what to do, and they just don't do it. And that's on them. And they struggle. And they wonder why they struggle. I know someone right now. I tell this lady what to do, and she doesn't do it. And she struggles. And it's like, that's why you struggle. You refuse to take good advice. And don't be arrogant to believe that your way, if your way was working, you would have success. But you keep on doing it your way, and you're wondering why you keep falling on your face, and you're not making enough money, and you're struggling. Obviously, your way is not working. Stop being arrogant and follow someone else and do something different. Okay? You have to do something different. You know? Don't fall in that trap and believing, oh, well, you know, I'm going to do it later, or I'm going to procrastinate, or allow fear to get in the way to stop you from hitting your goals and reaching the destination that you're trying to reach because you're scared. Hey, take a risk. Bet on yourself. Do something different. Switch it up. You know? Invest in your business. That's another thing. Please invest in your business. How can you take your business seriously if you're not spending money? How can anyone take your business seriously if you're not spending money on it? You know, investing in your team, hiring personnel, making sure that you're getting trained, learning new things, upgrading your appearance. You know, clients don't believe you because you look like you're struggling yourself. All right. And if you are struggling, at least be in shape. Try to get in the best shape that you can, because I know, you know, I'm working on that myself because I was struggling I was eating every day and I was getting fat and gained a whole bunch of weight. I was successful, but I'm like, shoot, you know, I'm struggling over here. I had high blood pressure, pre-diabetic, and I feel like crap. I was feeling like crap. And it's like, you know what, Derek, you have to change something. You have to follow someone and get a coach that can get you back in check. So I started changing my eating, started going to the gym, and started working on my appearance, and just things just blew up for me. Okay? Things just blew up for me. I got better and better. More opportunities came from me because people are judging you. That's just a reality. People are going to judge the way you look. They're going to judge the way, because you know what? I have so many people come and go online and wonder if I'm legit or not. Clients, because they think everything's a scam. And I have counselors that want to work with me and they want to get coached by me and they're doing their research on me because they think everything is a scam. That is the world that we're in today, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to have to just face it. All right. But when someone looks you up, I want them to look you up and be like, oh, okay, they're legit. Okay, they look the part. Okay, they're doing well for themselves. Oh, their website is on point. Their website is modern. It's not janky. It's not looking like a second grader made it. It's on point. Okay, I can find what I'm looking for. Okay, they can find you on Facebook. They can find you on Instagram. They can find you on TikTok. It's a new world. You have to be findable. But if things are looking sketch, people might be like, I don't know. I don't want to take that risk. That's just the world that we're in. So make sure that you're available and you're findable and that you look the part. All right. What else I have? Oh, people quit when things don't happen fast enough. Yes. I'm guilty of that. I've quit many times when things didn't happen fast enough for me. But if you stick with it, if you have some discipline, it will start to grow. And, but you have to stick with it because that's the key. You have to stick with things and not let things go. You have to be somewhat of, you just have to embrace discipline. I don't do what makes me happy. I do what makes me proud now. So if I do something and it makes me proud, that's what I'm going after. And then the happiness will come after that. It'll be the result of me doing the things that make me proud, and then the happiness will come after it. So my thing is do things that make you proud, stay disciplined, and the harder it is, the more value it has. Remember that. The harder it is, the more value it has. So when you're facing certain things and you're like, man, this is hard. Well, there's a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow if you decide to keep on pursuing it. And the results are going to be phenomenal. If you're willing to do the things that most people are not willing to do, oh my goodness, I'm letting you guys know you will blow up. In a good way, not in a bad way. Your money's going to blow up. Your health's going to blow up in a good way. And your experiences are going to be phenomenal. But you just have to be consistent because most people are not willing to do what I'm willing to do. Most people are not willing to spend the money that I'm willing to spend. Most people are not willing to take a chance and take risks. And that's what you have to do. You have to build that courage muscle. Okay? If you're in business, that's why I love gambling. Because when you gamble, when you go to Vegas, it helps you build that courage muscle. Now, I'm not telling people to go and gamble, but it builds that courage. I remember when I first started gambling, I was scared to death. I'm like, I'm not going to put $5 down on the table. I'm not going to put $10 on black, and I did it. Then next thing you know, I put, I got to a point where I put 20 on, then 50 on, then 100 on, or whatever. And eventually that courage muscle got bigger and bigger and bigger. And you have the opportunity to win big, and you have the opportunity to lose big. But you have to build it up in business because everyone's scared. They're not going to talk about it. Fear can be a motivating factor for you to get stuff done and not play around. I believe that fear can be used as a good thing if you channel it properly. Okay? So it'll make you be like, you know what? I'm not going to procrastinate. Hold on. I might, lose my family if I don't get my health in order. I might not be here to see my daughter walk across the aisle and get married. I might not be able to see my sons graduate if I don't get my health in order. So that fear motivates me to, get in shape, go to the gym every morning. Or that fear of being broke again, because I've been homeless before, like that. I'm not going back to that. I'm not going back to, I remember after I graduated with my master's degree in 2007, 2008, you guys remember 2008, everything just hit the fan. And we had that massive recession. I was outside selling bottles of water. I was selling bottles of water to pay my rent because no one was hiring. It was tough, man. I had a master's degree and I was trying to find a job. No one was hiring, and it was just bad. It was so bad, and my rent was only $400 a month, and I was struggling to pay that $400 a month rent. And I mean, I was like, man, I'm about to go get a job at McDonald's, and I literally cried in the parking lot of the McDonald's because I did not want to go in and fill out an application. And it got to a point to where I had to take my degrees off the resumes because I knew people didn't want to hire me because they knew if I found something better, I was going to take off. Eventually, I got a job, but it was like a year later. So I was out of work for like a year, and I was hustling and I was selling water on the side. Luckily, it was the summertime when I was selling water. I was selling water on the side of the freeway. I was selling water at the Atlanta Zoo in the park outside the Atlanta Zoo on the weekends before people walked into the zoo. And I was going to concerts and selling water and sodas on the streets and dodging police because they want you to have a vendor license to do that. And I had to make I had a business license, but the police would ask me, hey, can I see your can I see your vendor's license or your business license? And I would show them my business license, and they would let me go. Or it wasn't the right license though. I was supposed to have the vendor's license, but the cops wanted to see if I just had something, and they would either tell me to get out of there, or they're like, all right, go ahead, keep on doing what you're doing. But yeah, I had to do that. And one time I had a classmate see me on the side of the road. She's like, Derek, what are you doing out here? And I was like, man, I got to pay my rent. I got to do what I got to do. And 2007, 2008 was a very rough year. And that's because I did not have the right information. I didn't know what to do. I was thinking the way I was taught. And unfortunately, sometimes we're taught the wrong information. And that's why we're not successful. And once I got the right information, it was game over. And that's why I tell people, I got all this education, but cannot pay a $400 a month rent. That bothered me. And some of you guys might be going through the same thing. You got all these degrees, you got bachelor's, master's, PhD, you got all these licenses, and you're like, hold on, something is not adding up. Why am I not where I need to be? Why I have all this student loan debt? I've been lied to, I've been pimped, I've been hustled, I've been conned, and why am I not where I need to be? It's because they did not give you the right information. And that's why I live by this. I live by education will get you in the front door, but information will get you in the back door where the real money is. Okay, let me say that again. Education will get you in the front door, but information will get you in the back door where the real money is. Once I got the right information, it was game over. I know my college professors were broke. A lot of them I talked to after I graduated, they were struggling, making, they're lucky. I think at the time, $40K a year, $50K if they're lucky, really struggling to make it happen. And if they had the right information, they wouldn't be teaching. They wouldn't be in school, teaching college. They'd be doing some other stuff. So we're learning from people that are not winning at the game. Okay? We need to learn from people that are winning at the game. Stop learning from people that are struggling. Okay? You have to invest in yourself. I know so many people that will watch video after video after video. They'll go on YouTube, they'll go on whatever platform and watch videos and not do anything. You have to do something. You have to then take the information, because faith without works is dead. You have to take that information and then go do something with it. Don't get the information. I know people that they're information vultures. They just get information, 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 and do nothing with it. You have to do something with it. Okay? Very important. Don't just get information and just be like, oh, I got the information, and then sit on your hands because you let fear get in the way. Okay? You have to go do something with it. You just have to. You cannot just, you got to do something or nothing's going to change. Okay? Everything changed in my life is when after I decided to do something. I was like, you know what? I got to do something different. And then I did it. And some stuff didn't work. And some stuff did work. And the stuff that did work, I kept on doing it. And the stuff that did not work, I'm like, not doing that anymore. All right. So back to what I was saying when I started this video is develop a plan. If you're going to be in business, develop a plan. And if you don't have a plan, get the plan from someone else that's winning at the game. That's the cheat code. Okay? And pay to play. Pay. Okay? Pay to get the cheat code. Because the faster you get the information, the faster you can make some money. Forget decades. I want to get this money in days. I want to be rich while I'm young. I don't want to be rich when I'm old. People talking about, it makes no sense when people be like, well, I'm going to save my money and then I'm going to retire and I'm going to do X, Y, Z. I'm going to travel the world. By then, it's like you're too old. Travel when you're young. Travel when you still look good. Travel when you're got the energy to do stuff. I'm like, I don't want to win the lotto when I'm old. I'm like, old people, I'm like, why y'all even playing the lotto? It's over. Makes no sense. You can't even do nothing with it. What you going to, I don't know. It makes no sense. I'm trying to get money now. I'm trying to get money while I'm young, while I can enjoy it, while I still got the energy to go make it happen, and I can do all the stuff that I want to do. And I want the same for you guys. Okay? So don't just like get information and watch videos and just like, play with your life. A lot of people are like, oh, well, I'm going to wait till the new year and then I'm going to turn it on. It don't work that way. You might as well start doing it now. Stop wasting your time. And that's another thing. If you're in business, and a lot of you guys might be watching this video right now and might be wondering like, man, how do you do it? It's like you got to take risks. You bang a credit card. I'm quick to bang a credit card out. I'm banging it and I'm running it on things that are going to help me make more money. I'm not spending money on trips and stuff that's not making me more money. I'm spending it on training. I'm spending it on education. I'm spending it on an experience that will open my mind, that will help me improve myself or make more money. I'm spending it on an asset. Okay? And then once I spend it, I'm going to commit to it. Okay? I'm going to work on this until I figure it out. Okay? Or I'm going to invest in this long enough to where it's going to eventually start working. Because sometimes you have to invest in stuff for a little bit of time before it starts working. Because some people are like, oh, I invested in this and I only did it for a week and then it didn't work. Excuse me. It don't work that way. You have to invest in several weeks and let things ride out. There was a time when I was running Facebook ads and I was only running ads for like a month. But during that time, you have to like test things out to see what's working, what's not working. And I wanted to quit after a month. And I'm like, no, Derek, don't do that. See what happens. And thank God I didn't quit because things blew up after after month one. Yeah. A little bit after month one, month two, that's when things started really going. But if I would have quit after month one, I would never experience the things that I experienced. So it's very important not to quit too soon. Give things some time. Okay? And then also work with pros. Okay? Stop working with amateurs. And pros cost. Stop working with amateurs. Okay? Work with pros that literally know what they're doing. Don't work with amateurs. There's vendors that I use. Like A lot of people wonder, like, okay, Derek, how did you go from here to here? You know, and I'm gonna give you guys a cheat code real quick. One of the things that I did to go from 6 figures to 7 figures is I basically hired pros. That's it. I stopped hiring amateurs and hired pros. Okay. I hired people that are like really good at what they do. Okay. And also freed me up to do the things that I like to do. Okay. I don't do the things that I hate. Okay. With regards to business, I will outsource it out to someone else that is excellent at it. If you guys want to know the cheat code, you hire pros. And the thing is, what people don't want to do is that they don't want to hire pros just because they don't want to spend the money. But pros get you the pro results. If you want amateur results, hire amateurs. But if you want professional results, or you want results that are going to keep on working for you, hire pros. Okay? You're like, Derek, how do I find the pros? Do your research. Spend the time. Vet people. Meet with them. Don't sign up with the first person that you talk to. Do some research. Check out their reviews. Have them show you work samples. Stalk them. Look at everything that you need to look at and have them show you results, man. Have them show you their bank account. I don't know. Hey, let me see your results. Let me see your bank account. What are you doing? I don't know. Let me see your sales, live sales, not like something that they can make up real quick on Photoshop. No, let me see your active sales. What's going on? What did you make yesterday? What did you make last week? What did you make last month? Okay, I'm just saying that's what I do. That's why people want to see how good I'm doing. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you my sales. What'd you do, Derek? What'd you do yesterday? Here, this is what I did yesterday. I go log into my Stripe account. Here, this is what I did. This is what I did last week. Okay, this is what we did this last month. Okay, I'll show you the live video to show people, hey, this is not no bullshit. Oh, damn, did I just cuss on YouTube? Okay, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do that, but this is not no bull. Okay, but I want you guys to know that it is possible. You just have to develop a plan and get the right information. And after you get the right information, take it from there and believe in yourself. And once you start getting some small successes, they'll grow into big successes. And next thing you know, you're at where you need to be. All right. Hope this helps. If you want to work with me, go to thediversioncenter.com. You can call my office at 404-503-8069. You can click the Calendly link and meet with me and sign up for one of my coaching programs where I'm going to help you go to the next level in your court-mandated business. And only people that are serious. I only want to work with people that are serious. If you're serious, I can definitely help you. I've been doing this now for, 12 years. And if you're ready to go to the next level, I will help you. But you have to be willing to invest in yourself. You have to be willing to believe in yourself, and you just have to take action. But if you don't have one of those three traits, it's not going to work because you can't be scared to make money. All right, but you have to spend money too because I ain't cheap. But I'll talk to you guys later, and you guys have a great week, month, and year. Later.